the same. Buat aku sih juga sebetulnya di Singapura sekarang kan cuma boleh 5 orang yang kumpul gitu kan. Jadi actually it's been great because those smaller gatherings make for deeper connections.
Yeah.
You know, because if
It's more
kalau banyak orang gitu
intimate.
kan jarang bisa.
Yeah, it's more
It's more
intimate.
intimate,
It's
yeah.
more personal, in a sense. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, and then you can create those connections. And I think, you know, what you mentioned about having that community aspect and that human connection is something that we've been talking about on a few of the IG lives, and that is around how to be a good listener,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Sometimes we
How to be
forgot.
a good friend.
Yeah. We need to just listen, and we can get so much from it.
Yeah.
And it can help the people that who's trying to get help as well gitu, seperti kayak our friend they reach out to us, and if we just listen to what they gotta say and just try to understand them, I think there's like some powerful force yang bisa dirasain gitu between humans. So I really believe in that. Aku percaya banget sama itu.
Did you have, apakah di lingkungan Afgan, di teman-temannya, apalagi teman-teman laki, do you have a good guy friend support system, or did you need to like try to grow that and so that they understood where you're coming from? What was the process with that? You know, do you talk to your male friends about what you've been going through? I guess is the
Of course,
question.
yeah. I have a lot of I gotta say I have a pretty strong inner circle. Temen aku nggak banyak ya, cuman I think I have like a very strong inner circle that I can depend on anytime, gitu, in any kind of situation, and they also with me, gitu, pastinya. So I try to. It's a process menurut aku kayak to find and just feel the energy from someone, and then you can be really sure that you can trust them and share your deepest, I think, traumas or anything that happened to you. Menurut aku it's a process gitu, nggak bisa langsung kayak instant gitu menurut aku. I have to go through the process and ketemu sama orang ini, teman-teman yang ini, terus tiba-tiba mereka semua ternyata nggak cocok mental atau nggak ketemu lagi, tiba-tiba ketemu lagi dengan yang baru. Then I appreciate that process actually because it made me grow actually as a person and to understand other people better, because that's why we're here, right? To understand other people, to not judge too quickly, but to like find out, because everyone has their own stories and journey, and that can be really useful if we can just like be honest to each other and connect in that way with aku gitu. So it's a process buat aku sih, but thank God right now I have a really good inner circle support system. Alhamdulillah, see, I feel very lucky and blessed just to have that. Yeah, so
It's so helpful, you know. It's funny because when you talk about sharing and then, you know, creating that safe space to share, and then also, you know, then learning that everyone has got their own stories. I think this is something that, you know, like really, it was a huge moment for me in my life. Aku sempat ikut a 12-week creative writing course. Jadi sebetulnya pas saat saya lagi tinggal di Bali, dan sebetulnya kita tinggal di Bali, tapi suami dan aku selalu gantian untuk kerja di luar. If we have to travel, we all travel
back and forth,
gitu kan. Back and forth gitu. And my travel is all over the world, you know, with my role with the United Nations and my environmental work, itu sih all over. And teman-temanku lagi bilang, oh Nat, mau join nggak? Ini ada creative writing course gitu. I'm like, creative writing course? Kapan sih? Oh, it's 12 weeks. Hah? 12 minggu? Gimana aku mau commit to 12 weeks, right?
Yeah, and you have to be there for the 12 weeks?
In person. In person, yeah. And then they said, Nat, it's every Monday gitu. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna commit to being in Bali every Monday. Kan biasanya event acara itu kan like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday gitu. Jadi kalau hari Senin sih, kayaknya sih possible gitu kan. Jadi setahu aku sih, it's just a writing course, cuma untuk nulis, creative writing gitu. Jadi aku nggak terlalu research terlalu dalam, aku ikutin temen aja gitu kan. Akhirnya this course is, kalau nggak salah kita 10 women yang established, gorgeous, dynamic, successful, pinter, amazing women, very very amazing women. And then we did this course. Tapi di bawah creative writingnya itu adalah seperti terapi. Karena course ini, the course bawa, it brings you dari waktu kecil, ingatin kamar waktu kecil, ingatin orang tua, ingatin marah, ingatin your teenage years, and refleksi di situ. And so it's really like therapy. And it brings you through so much.
Introspective.
Introspective,
Yes.
super introspective. And then also as part of this, kita harus tulis our story, our life story. Dan ada 15 menit untuk deliver our story. And bisa dengan cara kreatif, whatever you want to do, photography, film, reading, singing, whatever you want to do. But it's your story. Dan di dalam grup ini kita bikin suasananya supaya itu sangat trust, bisa dipercaya dan bisa di-keep rahasia semua orang. And it's like a circle of trust through the different activities that we did. So we were very open and very honest. Dan ternyata dari 10 orang itu, 9 were abused. Physical abuse, sexual abuse, psychological abuse, 9 out of 10. But nobody knew. None of us knew, and we all from the outside kelihatannya like, wow, tuh orangnya hebat banget ya, So that for me was like such an eye opener bahwa semua orang pasti ada something,
ada journey-nya, ada story-nya ya.
Ada journey-nya yang mereka bawa, dan mereka bawa dengan perasaan mungkin, wow, this is just me. I'm like everyone else's life is so perfect. Padahal enggak.
Yeah. Actually, one of my best friends juga, a person who's very bubbly and very energetic and very positive gitu ya. But it turns out juga masa lalunya dia pernah di-abuse sexually. Jadi hal seperti itu yang kita bikin eye opening, dan kadang-kadang ngerasa kayak gila, mereka aja yang udah melewati hal itu bisa survive and actually thriving gitu in their lives. Maksudnya kita yang mungkin gak ngalamin hal yang seberat itu mesti give up easily on ourselves, doubt ourselves that much gitu. Menurut aku itu juga bisa jadi bahan untuk kita motivate ourselves and empowering, ourselves untuk bisa, thrive in life gitu. Menurut aku sih.
Yeah, awesome. So I want to ask you, I know we're like half an hour in, and I wanted to just ask you, who would you consider your best support system throughout this time?
I think my best friends that I trusted, that I can share with any like deepest traumas, like very personal stories that I can share. I think they made me who I am today, a person who is stronger, who is growing so much, Jadi menurut aku sih yang paling membuat aku bisa bertahan dan bisa terus growing ya adalah my best friends, my inner circle, of course, my family, of course. Jadi itu sih menurut aku.
You're very lucky, because a lot of people feel that they can't turn to their family when they need to. So this is
especially Asians, right?
Especially Asians. And itu sedih banget sih, karena
Yeah, I know, right?
Kalau lagi dengan
Mm-mm.
no, go ahead.
Yeah, menurut aku ya Asian, well, mostly with Asian family, they have like expectations for their
Mhm.
kids, especially Asian parents. Yeah, jadi so they really want their kids to be just like how they want it, you know, perfect and everything. But it's doesn't exist. Jadi menurut aku, I'm quite lucky that I have a family that can understand me, but a lot of people didn't have that. So I think that's why it's important to have like this a sense of community, and you know, reach out to people even though they're not your family, but they can help you. Gitu menurut aku.
Mm. Mm.
Hmm.
Sometimes, you know, we have this perception that blood is thicker than water, right?
Hmm.
Dan seharusnya memang di keluarga kita harus curhat,
Hmm.
tapi kadang-kadang itu memang nggak bisa.
Hmm.
Jadi kemarin ada teman yang cerita how he kind of test the water with his friends.
Hmm.
Jadi mulainya dari bicarain hal yang nggak terlalu berat dulu, dan dia tes di situ apakah orang ini mau engage mengenai topik ini. Kalau dia oke, dari situ dia bisa bisa lihat oke, responsnya it's okay, mungkin aku bisa ngomong lebih dalam lagi sedikit gitu kan.
Hmm.
Jadi kadang-kadang jangan langsung jump into the deep end dengan topik mengenai emotional well-being dengan teman yang kita belum sempat bicara mengenai hal-hal ini. Tes dulu,
Hmm.
tes dulu, and then you can go deeper, you know, and then the chances for being disappointed or uh, losing that trust is less
Hmm.
because you kind of like work on it. So for those of you who don't have family that you can engage with on these conversations, then you know, look for building community.
Hmm.
Dan salah satu caranya adalah supaya kita bisa jadi apa ya, we can be the people that we want in our lives. I think that's a great step. You know, be there for your friends. Learn to listen. Learn to ask more questions.
And less
Learn to be the
judgment,
one that
please,
people can
right?
trust. Less judgment.
Yeah,
Less
because everyone
judgment.
has their own stories, and yeah, don't judge. I think that's the problem in our society. People judge too much and judge instantly, and they want to take down other people because they don't feel good about themselves. So I think you need to work from inside so you can be a better person, and just, you know, listen and appreciate your friend, and uh, don't judge anyone. You know,
It's and it starts with parents.
starts with parents.
Starts with
I
parents
agree.
because if
I
you grow
agree.
up,
I totally
yeah,
agree.
if
It starts with how you
if you
brought
grow
up.
up in
Yeah.
a exactly. So, you know, for those of you who are parents out there or who are thinking about being a parent, you know, really look at the way that you model for your kids. Then one of the things is that first, I mean, it's all connected, right? Jadi kalau kita mau like for example, contohnya di aku relationship with my kids gitu kan. Apalagi yang paling besar dan yang paling kecil, mereka bisa curhat ke aku dan bisa bilangin anything to me, all
No limits.
topics about everything, you know, about their, you know, about sexuality, about, you know,
Oh, that's really
things
cool.
that are
Actually,
happening,
that's really cool.
everything, you know,
Yeah.
they talk to me. Kadang-kadang sih, especially my eldest, he tells me stories, I'm like, okay,
Too much.
TMI, too much, too much. Ya, tapi aku nggak reaksi gitu kan. Kalau aku nggak reaksi, dia mau cerita lagi kan. Karena dia juga tahu aku nggak akan judge dia. Dan that's the best thing. So that my kids, they know they can tell me everything karena di rumah kita nggak pernah judge orang lain.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it starts
Anakku
from
nggak
our
pernah dengar aku.
home.
Yes. Anakku nggak pernah dengar aku bilang, itu orangnya gimana sih? Itu orangnya gendut, itu orangnya kenapa? Nggak ada. So they know, they feel safe also to curhat to me karena aku nggak akan judge mereka. It's been a journey I mean, I've been a mom for so long, and the early years were challenging, of course, you know, single mom, young mom. And he, you know, my eldest had issues, you know, because of that, right? And I became famous and, you know, all that kind of stuff at such a young age. Um, so we had things that we had to work through, and we continue to do so, right? So it's a process. And anyone, if you want to talk to your parents, kalau lagi susah, memang pelan-pelan sih.
Pelan-pelan sih. Because
Pelan-pelan.
I just have to say that it's really amazing to see your relationship with your kids. Because sometimes as parents, you have to relate to your kids. That doesn't make them feel like they're less or, you know, you're above them. You know, I think that's the key to have like a good relationship with your kid. And yeah, it's a work in progress also for me and my parents. It's a different story, but yeah, it's a process. As we said, like Asian parents, they have like certain expectations and like old norms or values that they have in their minds. But I think um, it's really important to just listen to your kid and
Yeah.
don't judge them and relate like they're not less than you know, because
Yeah.
I think that's the key.
Certainly is. Okay, I know we've gone over half an hour, tapi seru banget
Seru banget,
ngobrolnya, and
seru
I'm so
banget, seru banget.
glad.
It's so good to talk about real stuff like this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Is there anything else you want to share or
Um,
anything
I
that
think
you're feeling?
I just want people to be aware about this stuff. You know, mental health. It's a crisis for me. Like everyone, like a lot of people are suffering from it. So please, um, stop all the hate, stop all the judgment, and understand that each person has their own stories, and we're all here just to connect. I think um, that's how we make this world a better place. So yeah, that's all I want to say. Mm.
Awesome. Thank you so
Thank you, Nadia.
much. Yeah, and I'm so glad that you've been getting the support that you need and you have got a great support system and family. I
Thank
think
you.
you're really blessed.
Thank you. You too.
Yeah. And thank you for your bravery and sharing. I'm so grateful. I'm
Thank you.
sure it's going to help so many people.
Hopefully. Thanks, Nadia, for the
Yeah.
opportunity. It's good. It's a good talk.
Yes, and I'll see you on Saturday. Kan hari Sabtu kita akan ada live preview mengenai buku Walk With Me, virtual event jam 3 hari Sabtu. Detailsnya ada di IG ku, and in my bio is the link to join the event. Ada Afghan, all of the champions who are in the new chapter of my Walk With Me book. Makasih Afghan,
Thank
see
you,
you
Nadia.
Saturday.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy
See you.
Bali.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.